I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. It's one of those days where I've literally gone through the fridge and found lots of bits and pieces. It's cold outside, so I'm going to pull it all together to make a pasta. The stuff I found, and obviously, you know, you can use anything. So I'm going to go for, I know the basis of my pasta, I want to like do a little shaped pasta. This little one, it's like a little gnocchi, but you could use any shaped pasta. I had some runner beans and broccoli, which I've blanched. I'm going to stir that in at the end. I've got some pancetta, which is on the cooker, and I've just rendered that down. I've even got, look, I've got a little tiny nublet of sourdough. I'm going to cut that into small pieces, or tear it into small pieces, and just fry it in some olive oil. I found half a bag of I'll only just get away with this rocket. I should say I'm only feeding me and Nick. I won't be killing anyone else. So I'm going to stir the rocket through at the end. I've just been out and I've picked some cherry tomatoes. They're going to go in. I found a sausage. I think that was from breakfast yesterday. Going to chop that up and put it in. Obviously, love a bit of chilli. So I've got some chilli flakes, parmesan to finish it off. I'll be using lots of olive oil, salt and pepper. I also made some ricotta this week, so I'm going to use the ricotta. Let's see how it goes. The pasta's bubbling. The pancetta, in fact it's guanciale, is done, and then it'll be an assembly job with, as I showed you before, the tomatoes. I'm throwing everything at it today. I'm going to finish it off with parsley and spring onion, and I'm also going to put some garlic in a minute. Throwing it all together, in the pan there is the already cooked down, you can either use pancetta or I've used guanciale because that's what I had in the fridge. Look, I'm probably not even going to write a recipe for this because this is me just throwing a load of stuff together randomly. So the garlic's going in. I'm going to just give that a couple of minutes to cook down, and then I will continue with the rest of the ingredients. I've picked up a lot of new followers recently, so what I should explain to my new followers, because my older followers will know why I use a truffle slicer to slice garlic. I use it for lots of other things as well. I never use it for slicing truffles because I never have any, but it's fantastic for a paper thin garlic. Right, next thing going in is, these are my blanched vegetables. There's also that little bit of sausage that I had lying around. I'm going to put in some chilli because I want it spicy. Give it a good stir, coat it, and just I'm going to cook it until it's warm through. That feels like it's getting nice and hot. I'm going to put half my tomatoes in. I've got the pasta. I probably should have used a bigger pan. Never mind. Give that all a good stir. There is plenty of oil there from the bacon, but hey ho, let's add really a generous amount of extra virgin olive oil. I'm also going to add a really big pinch of freshly ground black pepper. I will just taste a piece of pasta. That is salty enough. This looks delicious. I'm going to let that heat through. I'm also going to add, I've got the pasta cooking water. I'm just going to add a splash of water. I'm going to finish with a blob of fresh ricotta, but I am actually also going to just stir. Am I going to stir it in? Yes, I am. That's my fresh ricotta. I'm going to stir that little bit through, and then I'm going to put more on when I serve it. It's lovely and hot. I'm actually going to take a handful of rocket because I love the peppery back note of rocket, And that I'm just going to stir that through before I pop it on the plates. There we go. Listen, this isn't some gourmet creation. It's pasta with everything in it. If I just do this, and I'll show you how I'm going to finish it off. I've got my ricotta, so I'm just going to put, because it is very, I've tasted it, it is spicy. So I'm just going to put a couple of blobs of ricotta, maybe a little bit more, because it's just nice to have that really cold. I'm going to put on some fresh tomatoes that didn't go in the pan, so these are not cooked. People often forget when they're looking for acidity that tomatoes are sort of acidic and will give you that lovely hit. And then I will finish off with a little sprinkling of parsley and spring onion. I'm even going to go for a little bit more ricotta. Okay, made a right. Oh, and I forgot about this. So this was the that sort of knob end of sourdough. I've made some. I just drenched them in, put them in the oven for 10 minutes. Can you hear how?